Did you know?
Did you know? Probably not. Did you want to know? Question mark.
Yeah, question mark.
Crashers, grab a seat. Big Party and Molly are ready. This is the Big Party Show. Welcome to the Big Party Show.
402-913-915. Excuse me. 0962. Also bpscrasher at gmail.com. Today's a few holidays. Holiday, smoliday. We got National Middle Child Day.
Oh,
There's
buddy.
your holiday. But we're not middle children,
No.
are we?
No. You're the
No.
youngest. I'm the oldest.
Yeah, I'm not a middle child. Also, Julian Fry's Day. What is a Julian fry? What is a Julian? What does that mean?
Julienne? I mean, it's a kind of a cut. I mean, but at the same time, you're like, wow, that's really specific to have
Yeah,
a Julienne Friday.
Julian Friday. I love fries so much. We're stuck on these waffle fries.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, they're so good. They're so good in the air fryer.
You do love yourself a
that's-
good air fryer.
I do. You know, we were talking about marshmallows the other day. That was one of the first things I air fried.
Was a marshmallow?
Yeah, you can actually do that. All right, they're the ones that are cut up in tiny little slices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Julian fries. I've never.
It's almost
eaten
like
a Julian
shoestring.
fry. Yeah,
You know what
it's
I
almost
mean?
A shoestring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there you go. That's a Julian fry. I don't know where you can get a good Julian fry. And by the way, if you sell fish and chips, don't throw chips on the menu if it's not chips. If it's fries, put fries. Stop lying. Drives me
Where'd
crazy.
you go? So obviously you went someplace where this happened, and you're.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere all the time. Yeah, I went to Twin Peaks. We have a new Twin Peaks back in town.
Oh yeah.
It's not the same as the past. I mean,
Okay.
the girls aren't dressing all in lingerie and all that stuff. It's a respectable place.
Okay.
So I went in there and had the food. Food was great, but I had their fish and chips because the lovely lady recommended it. She said she loves it. I wonder if they say that all the time because I always go, what's that like? Oh, that's my favorite. Every time I say, oh, how's your fish and chips? Oh, it's my favorite. They say it every time now. And
Maybe
I'm
you're
like,
just really
okay, I'll
good at
try
picking
it.
stuff.
Yeah, maybe I am. But anyway, the fries came. I'm like, this isn't fish and chips. This is fish and fries. Right? You know what chips are? You can't call fries chips. I'm not talking about potato chips. I'm talking the little round little potato things. I think the Dundee Dell, do they still do their fish and chips?
I always think of chips as like the wedges, like the big chips are just fries. I mean, that's all chips are. So, I mean, no matter what, you're getting fish and yeah, but I'm saying like you're looking for like the
potato,
bigger potato.
I'm looking for the round. I
don't know
potato.
anything about the round. I know about the wedges, but like I don't know what you're talking about the round.
The Dundee Dell, I don't know if they still do it. They were round and flat, and is what they were.
Okay.
Yeah, they're absolutely fantastic. But again, I don't know if they change up. It's been a while since I've been to the Dell. Yeah, fish and chips. I don't know why I got there, but I did. I like waffle fries. Look at me.
We went to a barbecue
me.
the other night, and I was so excited.
Did you?
Had some friends of. I got to meet Peter's old fraternity brothers. I'd never met them
really?
before,
How fun.
and so they were like, "Let's all get together with the spouses." And so we went out and Peter's like, okay, you're going to meet these guys and their wives. And I was like, he's like, some of these wives he hadn't even met because they always just go out, just the guys. And so I was like, here we go. It was so funny meeting people that knew Peter in college.
I'll bet. Do you ask questions or you just
They were just like giving up stories. I was like, really? He's like, okay, let's maybe. I was like, that sounds like a fun trip. What a crazy story. And they call him Pete. That's the other thing is that
they call him Pete.
They call him Pete.
Okay.
Like when he grew up, like you can tell people that knew Peter before he was like an adult, they all call him Pete. And so I'm the only one at this entire party that's calling him Peter. Everybody else is calling him Pete. And they're like, oh, do you want us to call you Peter now? He's like, no. And I was like, I'm the only one that calls him. I mean, everybody else, like when we see Peter's family, they all call him Pete. But this woman, they had an amazing spread. They did grilled salmon, grilled chicken, burgers, the whole thing. And then they had tater tots. I was like, oh my God.
Tater tots rock.
Love me some tater tots.
Yeah.
I was like, that's amazing. I'm trying to think of the last time I went to a dinner party where they served tater tots. I was like, this is brilliant. Like, I am going to totally house these. This is amazing.
Yeah, I used to put them in a smoker. I haven't done it this year. I don't know why, because I love tater tots too. And you smoke them, it gives you that nice smoky flavor. Yeah, tater tots are good.
Yeah,
that's all good. My least favorite, to be honest, Molly, will be a wedge. I feel like that's too much potato. You know, and I'm on this weird kick now. Now I take ketchup, that Mike's Super Hot Honey, and then curry.
okay.
And then I make curry ketchup and a hot curry ketchup. And I blame your sister in Amsterdam because
of the curry fries.
Because of the curry fries. Now I just can't get enough of curry. I'm just curry guy. I'm the curry man. So wedges aren't my favorite, but tater tots, yes. Crinkle, absolutely. Did you see Burger King's numbers have increased?
Why?
People are there are claims that new Whopper is the best fast food burger out there now.
Really?
And they have changed everything. They've changed the packaging. They've changed the mayo, I guess. They've changed all that other stuff. Remember that big changeover? Burger King wanted to know how to make it your way. Give me your complaints. So they spent tons of money and use a better mayo. They use a better mustard. I love the Whopper. I just don't eat it because it just knocks me down. It's been a long time since I've had it, but I've always thought it was a good burger. But now I'm so interested in that. Fun fact. Fat fact.
Fat fact is right. Good God. He's like, and another thing about food.
Yeah. Well, hey, I love food and people love listening to talk about food. So we talk about it all. Food. All right. We need to tell you guys about an event coming up here with Refresh Med Spa.
Mhm.
All right. They're wonderful. They're professional. They treat you like family and they don't pin you in a corner and try to get you to sign up for a bunch of stuff.
Nope.
They don't. Susie and Brooke. Also, there's Brenda. Brenda is their makeup person. She does professional makeup. So if any of you ladies out there want to do a little outing, you can just, I don't know, go get your makeup all done. Maybe I'll go get my makeup done.
You would so pretty.
Would be very pretty.
No, you would not be a pretty woman.
Yeah. But they do it all there, okay? Even the salmon sperm stuff. That's salmon DNA, and that is the craze. It's so good for your skin, just like salmon is good for your body. This is the same thing. And Molly had it done.
I did.
She had it. What'd you do with the extra sperm that she gave you?
No, she didn't.
Did
She didn't give me extra. This was just.
I thought there was
like an
a
ointment
little-
that they gave me. I had micro needling done, and then they finished it with that salmon DNA, and it was fan-stinkin-tastic. I loved it. You got the hydrofacial, which is something else that I want to try, and that has like microdermabrasion, and they do all sorts of different things to like juice up your skin.
They do a lot there. They do tons of stuff that is good for you. So you can do this. Go to refreshlincoln.com. All right. You can book an appointment. You can book a free consultation. They ain't going to hurt you. Or you can call them at 416-9046. But do it. Do so. Everybody deserves a little pampering. It was my first time in a med spa, and Molly explained to me the difference between a med spa and just a facial joint. I would prefer the med spa all day long.
Oh, yeah. That's when you know you're getting the good stuff.
You're getting it. There's a new look out there. I can see you doing it. It's called the Italian Nana.
What?
Yeah, it's having a moment with younger people right now. Linen, aprons, retro prints, headscarves, and old school style. It's called the Italian Nana. It's an older person fashion trend, and it's made a comeback.
Love it.
Yeah, so why don't you get yourself some some scarves.
I have lots of
and
scarves, and I've been trying to work
Yeah.
them back into. It's funny that you mentioned that because I have been trying to work them back into my wardrobe.
Okay.
Like
Just tie them around your neck.
yeah, but there's different ways to tie it. So I've got like, once you look at something on Instagram, it immediately is like, oh, is this your thing? Because we can give you 2,700 reels of that. And I happened to look at, there was a woman where she was showing how to tie a scarf like in a really neat way for around your neck. And I was kind of like, oh,
Okay.
that's kind of cool. And I saved it just because it's like, it's an instructional, like it's not like something. And then now I get all sorts of scarf reels. They're like, how
Yeah.
about this? How about this? How about this? I'm like, all right. I looked at one and now all of a sudden it's same thing. Like I looked at a bag today and I clicked on
Okay.
it and I was like, oh, that's a cool, like it's like an art bag. Like it's meant to carry all your art supplies and journals and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. I don't need a bag. I have plenty of bags. I think my husband would kill me if I went out and bought another bag.
Yeah.
But I
Well, why
looked at
don't you
it
do this?
and now all of a sudden they're like, do you like that? You like all the pockets? Here's another bag with 1,000,000 pockets. I was like, stop. That
Yeah.
between bags and scarves. I'm just,
That's you
that's
now.
me now. Apparently that's
What-
just my whole online persona. Bags
Why
and
don't
scarves.
you every day, every podcast, do a different scarf tie around? You can tie it around your head. You can wear it like a what is that called?
Babushka? Yeah, I
a
don't.
babushka.
I can't really pull off the hair scarf. I don't know why. I've never been able to pull it off. I would love to, but it's never been something I've been able to do. I did it in high school. I had a lot of scarves in high school. I used them as
Okay.
belts. I used them as hair ties, and it's funny. I still have some of the scarves that I had in high school and college. I have a lot of scarves. And a lot of fashion scarves, like not just like cold winter scarves, but stuff that's like meant to be
You
adorned.
should do it.
I know.
didn't even think about wearing it as a belt. I mean, what about your neck? You can't tie it around your neck then?
Yeah, I can, but
Okay.
there's certain ties that you want to do, and then it's like, does it go? Like part of the reason, like I got this shirt not that long ago, and my part of the reason was I was like, this will look good with a scarf.
Yeah.
Like
I think you'd look great with a scarf. I think you should bring the scarves in. I think you'd look great in the scarf.
Thank you.
Yeah, it would bring color to your face.
Mhm.
Color's good for you.
I try.
Because when you wear all black, you look all white.
Yeah, well, I am all
Um,
white. I mean, you
I mean,
can't
you're
really
white,
hide
white.
how pale I am.
Yeah. Well, color might change it. I do remember the first time I saw you wear another color outside black, and it was green.
Green's a big
And
one.
that instantly it changed your tone.
I need to
little
get my
bit,
colors done. I tried to use Smarty Pants to do
Yeah.
that, and that's the one where I told you because I was trying to figure out, there was a shirt that I was looking at, and I was like, would this really work with my skin tone? And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask Smarty Pants on account of the fact that like you've talked about how, and it was so funny because they're like,
Did it work?
pardon?
Did it work?
I mean,
What
it did, but it was just funny how I uploaded a photo of myself and I was like, okay, here's what I look like. Would this look good with me? And they're like, with your beautiful curly hair. I was like,
Oh,
all
yeah.
right. You don't
Right, I
have to like
forgot about that.
embellish. They're like, and your porcelain like skin. I was like, oh, really? Porcelain like skin? Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
it was very.
my Smarty Pants wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do that at all. Hey, I did see that these kids are getting into the different types of phones now to get away from social media. Yeah, they're going old school. I just dug up. I was gonna hopefully had it for you. I just dug up the first iPhone.
You've been looking for a charger for that. In all of your adventuring, have you not found one yet?
I need to carry it with me, so I dug it up. So next time I'm out and I find cords, I'm just gonna just find them. It's a different. It's the very first iPhone. And then as I'm looking for that one, I noticed I have several iPhones because I never got rid of them.
Right.
So now I'm in the process of what do you call it? Unlocking the SIM card or whatever, and then cleaning them out and maybe selling them to somebody who doesn't want an old phone. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because his phones aren't cheap. So I'll just sell it on the second market, a different market. But I do have a lot of flip phones. Tons.
Really?
I don't know. It came from, I had a flip phone one time.
And now all of a sudden, how do you have so many all of a sudden?
I think it's the boys. I think it's Wileen. There's probably 15 different flip phones.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's a lot. I don't know where they all came from, but I looked up the value of them and there's just no value in it at all. You know those machines. Have I talked about this? Those machines at Walmart that
Yeah,
tell
you have where you can go in and they'll tell you like we'll give you $10. Go ahead and put it in.
You put it in the machine, yeah, but you can go online and check out and see, if there's any value, and they're like 25 cents. I'm like, that's not even worth my time to walk in there. I always thought there was valuable metals in there.
There probably are. They're just not telling you about them. And there's nothing the problem is that there probably are, but like it's of zero use or value to you. Like it's not like you can do anything with those rare minerals. Like yourself, like it's not like, oh, that's really good for around the house type of stuff. Like you wouldn't have any use for it. They do because they're repurposing that and like melting it down and doing whatever they need with it.
I gotta find the cord for that iPhone. I'm dying to know what's on it. I'm dying to know what's on it. I also found a bunch of cameras, disposable cameras.
Oh yeah, you got to go get. Peter just recently got one developed.
Did he really?
Yeah, it was really random stuff on it, like super random, like from a party that he went to that it had to predate us. I'm like, who are these people? But then there was a picture of me and there was a picture of each of the kids from like the middle house we lived in for like a year or two. And it was so strange. I was like, so he had this old camera from whenever. And then I don't know if he was like, I just need to finish off the roll or whatever back then. But then he never went and got it developed. And all of a sudden he found it while he was cleaning out his closet. And he's like, I'm going to go get this developed. It's like so weird. Like Mara's like a year old.
Okay.
Declan's like 3. I'm standing in the kitchen just like looking at him like, why are you taking my picture? Which made me think that he was just finishing off the roll. And I was annoyed.
Well, I don't know what's on these. They're that old.
Yeah, that's the thing. You'll take them in. They're like little time capsules. You like get them developed. It's worth it.
But what if it's something that's inappropriate? I don't know. I mean, someone could have taken photos and you know what I mean? And all of a sudden, for some reason, I have it. Oh, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden something weird's on it and they're like, hey, weirdo.
I don't live a life where that, I mean,
I don't either.
That just speaks to the kind of friends and the kind of life you've led. Like when I find a camera, it doesn't cross my mind like, God, what is on this? Like, is it going to be like D-pics or what? Like, I love the fact that that's what comes up in your mind. That
I just don't know
to the life you've led. Like I find one and I'm like, oh, what party is this going to be from? Or what stage of my life? I'm not worried about like what the film tech is going to see and have to flag.
I don't even know. I mean, I don't take photos like that because why would you take photos like D-pics? I mean, with a camera,
I don't know.
So you can have the photo. I can see people doing it with their phone because that's what you do. And you text it to whatever, you weirdos. But I can't imagine what's on them. I just don't know. And I don't want to get in trouble or anything because of somebody else's photos. I just don't know.
What kind of trouble do you think you'd get in?
I don't know.
What kind of stuff do you think's on these cameras?
I don't know. There's several of them. I'm afraid. I'm just kind of afraid to do it. Yeah.
What a weird life you've led that like it strikes. Like I find that and I'm like, this is exciting. You find it, you're like, I don't know. Then just throw them away.
No, because then there's another thing. What happens when I leave this wonderful life and then, Wileen grabs it and goes, hey, I'm going to develop these. And then all of a sudden it's weird stuff, like I said. And she's like, he had a double life.
That won't happen if you throw them away.
I should. I'm just too afraid to, I'm just too afraid. I don't even know. They're disposable. There's waterproof ones. I'm sure there's underwater stuff.
Go get them developed. Now you have to. Just use a fake name when you go to get them developed. Don't use your real name.
Okay.
Well, why would, I mean, like, you're filling out the thing. They're not like, can we see some ID? I mean, I could go in and be like, I'm Jennifer Smith. They're like, okay, Jennifer Smith, here are your photos. Like, they're not asking for, like, we need to see a passport before we hand these over.
I guess you're right. I mean, what if it's like a, and I just don't remember what, those scary movies, and you develop the film and all of a sudden it's some not smut, but what's that stuff when they kill
Snuff
people and they
films? What did you do in your life that this
Nothing.
is where your brain goes?
I watch too many shows. Have you seen that show, by the way, on Netflix?
Which one?
It's where they're trapped in their house.
No, The Last House. I want to watch that. I was going to watch it with Is it okay to watch with the kids?
Yes, it'll get your brain going. So Netflix is trying to save themselves because they're not doing well, right? That's why they keep jacking up prices and everything like that. So they put up a billboard in California promoting this film. Okay. And basically it's, what's it called? The Last House?
The Last
House. Basically it's a house, like the window would be like a window, and they put a real person in there.
I was going to say, didn't they put a real individual up in the, because I saw that the billboard went viral.
Yeah. And he's communicating through notes. That's how they would communicate when in their house. I don't want to ruin it for you. We can talk about it after you see it, but it's definitely worth a watch. Don't get up and grab a drink. You just want to sit there and watch the whole thing.
Okay.
And it will get you thinking. And you want to have your kids watching it. Because the question is, how long can you last? That's the question they're asking. How long do you think you could last?
Sealed into your house. Because that's the whole thing, is that they're sealed in.
Yeah. Sealed in. I mean, think about it. Food, all of that. You can't get out. You can't find food. You know.
I like you're like, it's terrifying. The food situation is terrifying.
Well, you'll learn quickly that, you'll learn what happens if that happens. I mean, that won't happen because it can't happen. It's a movie. I guess it could happen if like a nuke bomb blew up and you're stuck in a house for the next 10 years, not leaving. Then it could happen. But the question is, how long would you last? Here's the interesting thing about this whole phone thing that these younger people are moving to. And you know what? Once you get a phone that doesn't have social media, your life will improve 100% because now all you're getting is text messages. You're not scrolling. You're not doing any of that. I remember knowing somebody that their phone was broke, so they ended up having a flip phone for a while until they could figure out their phone. And that person thrived. He thrived. He didn't just sit in a bar and look at the phone all the time.
Yeah.
There's it's a startup company called dumb.co.
Yeah.
So it'd be Dumb Company. They sell devices loaded with the practical tools like Uber, Maps, and Spotify, so you can listen to some music. But it leaves it off of or a podcast. Yeah, you should be listening to our podcast. If you're listening, you are. Thank you. But it leaves everything off of social media. And they're saying they're growing 5,000 active users. Typical customers, a 24-year-old woman. And then there's other providers like the light phone company, the tech brands like Brick. They're selling the companion devices as well, just to get everybody off of the social media. Do you know anybody that's not on social media?
Yes.
I do too. I know a couple of them.
Yeah.
It's not weird to me. It's just,
no.
I need social media, and it's not an excuse. I need it for this podcast.
Yeah.
Because we do everything through social media. I'm jealous of somebody who doesn't need it or doesn't have to use it. Aren't you a little bit?
Absolutely. I have I have a real love-hate relationship with social media. I've got a time limit on my phone.
How does that work?
It shuts off. Like, you can for different apps, like on the Apple, you can put limits on them.
Okay.
So after 30 minutes, it shuts down. You can ask for more time. Like it'll say like, do you want, and you have to put in like your PIN code, and then that it'll allow you, 15 more minutes. You can do all day, that kind of thing. But yeah, I try to limit it because it's toxic. I mean,
It
the
is.
amount of time and what you get out of it is sort of one of those things. Like it leaves me, at least I can't speak for everyone, it leaves me feeling hollow.
Yeah, easily it can do that.
Because I'm not necessarily looking at a lot of people. I'm looking at a lot of content. Like I'm looking at a lot of reels. You know what I mean? So hence the scarves and the bags and a television show that I watched or an interview with somebody or and then next thing you know, it's like feeding you all sorts of new. You're like, oh, okay, you liked this, you spent time on this. And I just don't like the fact that it's slowly like, okay, you liked this, you liked this. I'm like, all right, just.
It's crazy that it becomes such a magnet.
Mm-hmm.
You put it down and then next you know it, you're putting it up again.
Yes.
It just that pull is crazy. So
the idea that like nobody lets themselves be bored anymore. Like that was one of the things that I was reading about is like we should get back to boredom.
Yeah, that would be great. I'd be bored.
The idea of like creating entertainment for yourself or just the idea of like using your imagination. We don't allow ourselves to be bored anymore. The minute we start feeling like lost or empty, we go to our phones and immediately like content, as opposed to seeing where that boredom leads you to. Like, is that like, are you going to write the next great American novel? Are you going to suddenly pick up a cool hobby? Are you going to end up talking to the person next to you who, suddenly now is your new best friend? I mean, it's those lost moments of spontaneity are like gone.
Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, it's a mess. So if you're using your phone, how long do you use your phone? You say?
Well, I'm supposed to on social media like 30 minutes of social media a day, but
that's good. That's excellent. They're saying the active user spends roughly 2 hours and 30 minutes a day scrolling.
Wow.
2 hours and 39 minutes.
Oh my God, so much time.
And then, well, get this. When you really break it down, they're breaking it down that habit, if it's that much time,
mm-hmm.
You'll be wasting 6 years of your life scrolling. 6 years.
That's bananas. So much time.
6 years of your life is spent staring at a phone and on social media.
Do you spend a lot of time on social media?
Well, that's where I do all of my prep. That's where I do all of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't spend a lot of time on reels.
Okay.
But sometimes I do. I'm lying. I think I do. But when I do, I harvest information.
Okay.
So I'm looking for different things like recipes. I like watching people cook.
Yeah.
And it's especially like Asian food.
Mm-hmm.
That Asian food just fascinates me because of all the flavors and all the different meals you can do. So that's what I kind of look for.
Okay.
But I don't think I'm really looking for anything else, Molly. But
you spend time on TikTok though, don't you?
No, I don't even do that much. I don't do that much either because that just bothers me.
What about X?
I don't spend any time on X. I don't spend it. My primarily thing is would be Facebook.
Okay.
And then Instagram, and then it will go TikTok sometimes. But TikTok is just they're an annoyance to me.
Okay.
Because they're constantly trying to get me to monetize so they can make money. They're like, you need to go live.
Oh.
Because I have like something like 8,000 followers.
So they're like, come on, connect.
Yeah. They're like, go live. Yeah. Buy stuff and then do commercials. I mean, all that stuff. It's constant. It's becoming that. And Yeah, they just annoy me. And then half the people start to annoy me too, because they're all trying to sell too. And they're all live, trying to convince you to go live.
Okay.
There's one campaign that they're like, you can make money if you do a video telling people to go live.
They're like, please, you go live to tell other people to go live. You're like, well, then who would be watching me if they're going live while I'm going live? Like, how many? They're going live
Show 'em how
watching you
easy
be
it
live.
is.
Like, I'm live watching this live stream.
So that's a lot of time. It's 6 years, and that's at 2 hours and 39 minutes a day. Goes about 18 hours.
Yeah.
And then we'll load it down to 6 hours. So 6 days. So excuse me, 6 years. 6 years.
So much time.
That is a lot of time. And then what was it about driving? Didn't I have some stupid stat about driving at stoplights?
You said something about stoplights, how much time you would spend. Wasn't it like 6 months or something?
Yeah, it was a long time. Because we're all driving. Did you know? We do a new segment called Did You Know? Which I do have a couple did you knows for you today.
Okay.
Did you know? Are you ready for some did you
Sure.
knows? Did you know that some turtles can breathe through their butts underwater?
No. I don't know if that's true.
It is. There's not all turtles. Some turtles can.
Okay.
Yeah, some turtles can. Did you know? You're not going to know. Your answer to these is always no. Did you know that a cockroach can survive days without its head?
Oh, sick.
Yes, it doesn't breathe through its mouth. So decapitation doesn't immediately kill it. Eventually it dies from dehydration.
Oh.
Have you ever seen a breathing cockroach?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Well,
They
they're at
freak
the
me
zoo.
out. They freak me out. They freak me out.
Yeah, they're at the zoo and they're behind the glass, of course, and you can see them. It's like the grossest thing. The grossest thing. Here's a fun one. Ready for this? Did you know the microwave oven came about after an engineer noticed a candy bar melting in his pocket while he was working around radar equipment?
There you go.
That is a fun one.
That's wild.
And we'll leave you with that. Did you know?
Did you know? Probably not. Did you want to know? Question mark.
Yeah, question mark. All right, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you guys again soon. Friday is the next one. And have a good couple of days, and we'll talk at you then. Have a safe one. Do yourself good.